All right, Mr. Taliaferro TV, how's everybody doing out there? Listen, the last week could arguably be Damian Lillard's best of his career, especially depending on how the Portland Trail Blazers season ends. Who knows, right? Damian Lillard made one of the biggest shots, in my opinion, in postseason history. I don't care what nobody say. That was a shot. That wasn't an accident. That shot was planned by him. Once he knew that thing was under 24 seconds, he knew he was pulling up from somewhere around there. It just so happened to be 37 feet. He shot that shot with confidence. That wasn't no, I'm going to fling it up there. If it goes, it goes. That was I've been practicing on this all summer. That shot over Paul George to beat Russell Westbrook, who was talking smack, doing all the around, goodbye, baby stuff. And Damian Lillard ended their season for real, for real. There is no more play. And then he waved bye-bye to him afterwards. That is legendary to me. I don't care what nobody say. That was great. I love that. And I wasn't even the biggest Damian Lillard fan before that. I just kind of been out of sight, out of mind, right? But what I heard Damian Lillard say in a recent interview, because he's been doing press like crazy. Oh, his brand is like, we going to take advantage of this shot. Them Hulu commercials are through the roof now with Damian Lillard. And rightfully so, man. This is his moment. Let him have that. Reportedly, he sold over 6,000 more pair of Damian Lillard kicks with Adidas the day after that shot. Good for Dame, man. I'm happy for him. But the thing that'll stick to me the most over this last week from Damian Lillard was with an interview he did recently. And there was a quote. Now, before I get into this quote, I want to tell you guys something real quick. I'm concerned about the future of our world. I use social media for a living. There are points in my day where I say, I'm going to drop the phone down. I'm going to drop I've been on my phone too long. Got to messed around and hopped on Twitter, and 35 minutes later, what the hell am I doing? Hopped on Instagram, just sliding through Insta stories and pics. Like, yo, what are you doing? Do something productive. That ain't it, chief. Right? And it's boiled over to even celebrities. Look at guys like Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. Pretty much, I feel like, are depressed on the basketball court. As great as these guys are, I don't believe these men are happy. And I believe there's probably other guys like them around the NBA. We just know of them because these are vocal guys. They do a lot of interviews because they're in the limelight. They're on very big teams, right? They don't look happy with their lives. Kevin Durant, last 2 final MVPs, doesn't look happy with his life. Kyrie Irving, one of the premier point guards in the league, doesn't look happy with his life. Hopefully I'm wrong about that, by the way. I'm just telling you what I feel. Doesn't look happy. And that's disappointing to me. Because there are millions of kids around this world that look up to a Kevin Durant or a Kyrie Irving. And all they care about is Kevin Durant on the basketball court, Kyrie Irving on the basketball court, and how these guys make them feel good about themselves. There's a kid somewhere in Wisconsin looking to lose a little weight, and his inspiration is Kevin Durant. That poster of Kevin Durant on his wall. There's a kid somewhere in Nigeria that has cancer, and his motivation is just watching Kyrie Irving dribble that ball, because it ain't too many people who can put it between their legs that many times like Kyrie Irving can. And that's unfortunate to me that these two guys don't seem happy with the game of basketball. The way they treat the media, sometimes treat the fans, it ain't healthy. That got me to something Damian Lillard said a few days ago. Let me read it out to you. Like, it follows as this. He was asked, does he have pressure on himself to win in basketball? Or about that shot, was that a pressurous moment? Damian Lillard responded by saying, pressure? Nah, fam. This is just playing ball. Pressure is the homeless man who doesn't know where his next meal is coming from. Pressure is the single mom who is trying to scuffle and pay her rent. We get paid a lot of money to play a game. Don't get me wrong. There are challenges, but to call it pressure is almost an insult to regular people. That is as powerful a quote you'll hear by an NBA athlete ever. One of my best quotes I've ever heard. It doesn't rhyme. It's not a part of a haiku or something like that. It's not from a famous poet. Not from a big rapper. Just a guy. A guy who understands he gets paid a lot of money to dribble a basketball. And that don't mean he should just shut up and dribble. Right? That don't mean he should shut up and dribble. No, he uses his platform to do great things. inspire others. Dame's in the community, Portland, and other places as well. But back home in Oakland, Dame does for people. At the end of the day, he knows the average human being can't live the life that he lived. And we don't want to discredit the work that Damian Lillard puts in. We've seen from that 37-footer, he puts in work. But at the end of the day, Damian Lillard understands, I am blessed, bro. Pressure? We talking about pressure? Not life. We talking about pressure on the court. He understands. He's blessed to be in the position that he's in right now. To not have the financial burdens of the single mom trying to raise them kids, them babies. Of the homeless man who doesn't know where his next meal is going to come from. That's pressure. Everybody should just take a step back here and realize how privileged they are to be in the position they are. I am so privileged to be able to hop on this camera and afford myself and the people around me a living, as in my fam, my close fam, be able to pay bills, help people out from time to time when I can. That's a blessing to me. That is a true blessing to me that while I'm in this space, I won't take for granted. And I'm happy guys like Damian Lillard haven't taken for granted. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
I got the kids. They are now tuned in.
Yo, we locked in right now, Mr.
Mr.Taliaferro.
Shout out to Mr. Taliaferro.
You're watching Mr.Taliaferro TV.
Mr. Taliaferro TV. Here with the triple B's, you can't do nothing but win.